Austria, traditional home of many great things. Apple strudel, Mozart, Niki Lauda, oh, and of course, one of the finest high-speed racetracks on the planet. We're right in the thick of the season now, and the championship battle is hotting up. But if there's any race that stands to rip up the form book, it's this one. The Red Bull Ring then, 700 metres above sea level. This tough circuit may only have 9 corners, but they're fast and they're bumpy. It's a true test for any racing driver. We have 2 DRS zones, and watch out for overtakes into turn 2 as the uphill entry helps those trying to be the last of the late breakers steam up the inside. Anthony Davidson joins me to talk you through the action here today at what is quite an unusual racetrack, wouldn't you say, Ant?
Yeah, it's quite an odd layout around here. The thing about Austria is that it's a harder circuit to master than what really meets the eye. On top of that, it's a low grip surface, and that means that your small mistakes end up being punished, and it's very easy to slide wide into the runoff area and lose a huge chunk of time. Luckily, because it's such a short circuit though, you have plenty of opportunities to perfect the lap.
Everyone's noticed that you've been leading this team recently. A couple more good results, and you'll be the number 1.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Rosberg, Hamilton, a Renault, and Raikkonen, Massa, Bottas, Sainz, and Jolyon Palmer, Hülkenberg, Perez, Daniel Kvyat, and Wehrlein, Alonso, Ricciardo, Romain Grosjean, and Jenson Button, Ericsson, and Harry Anto, Esteban Gutierrez, and Felipe Nasser starts from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Hello everyone and welcome to F1 2016 career mode in the Renault, live from the Austrian Grand Prix. There's a look at the strategy. We're going to have a go at the 3-stopper right there. We've taken some fuel out of the car. Let's get into the race. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go at this beautiful Austrian racetrack. We've got a good launch off the line. We've passed Lewis Hamilton into turn 1. Very nicely done. Verstappen has a bit of contact there with Vettel. So we go down the inside of both him and Rosberg. We're up into 2nd position, which is very, very good as we go down into turn 2. Gonna have a look at Vettel, but we're too far back. Yellow flags, which means that somebody's gone off in the background. As we are in the slipstream of Sebastian Vettel, we're gonna go down the inside into turn 3. He's gonna try and fight it, but no, he cannot. And we go up into the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix. Here's a look at the start. Away we go. There you go, we've got a bit of wheel spin, but we've got a better launch off the grid than Hamilton. There's the contact with Verstappen and Vettel, which allows us to capitalise and take both Verstappen and Rosberg. Let's see if we can have a look at who made contact down into the hairpin. No, we just cut away from that, so I don't think we're going to see who brought the yellow flags out. We are going to see us down the inside of Sebastian Vettel, and we take the lead of the race. Lap 5, and we're in the pits. Vettel has already made his stop from 2nd position. We're making our stop from 1st. Palmer, our teammate, has also come to the pits. Decent-ish stop. Obviously not the fastest.
You have 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining in the strategy.
That's our first of 3 stops. Watch the wall on the outside. We've rejoined in 14th position. Lap 6, Vettel side by side with Wehrlein down into 2nd to last corner. So he's up a place. That slowed Wehrlein down a bit. So we're going to get DRS. Assistance. Car's also in the pits. We've gone dangerously late. nearly run into the back of Verline, but we are through up into 10th position. Lap 8 and the carnage continues. Vettel trying to pass Felipe Nasser in the Sauber in front of us. We've got Alonso, who we pass into turn 3. I don't believe he's stopped yet. Neither's Nasser. Vettel all over the back of him. Hopefully we can stick on the back of them. Vettel's got a very good run on Felipe Nasser. He's going to look to the inside, same as he did with Verline. He gets through, and we don't. He goes steaming in, and we make contact. We're sideways, and through goes Hamilton. That's ruined our tyres a little bit. Lap 9 of 36. And we've got yellow flags, and that's a car off, and that's Lewis Hamilton out of the race. Not quite sure what happened there. We're going to have a look at that. That's Alonso and Nasser coming together, and bang! Contact with Hamilton. He knocks his right front off, and he is out of the Austrian Grand Prix. Lap 14, we're side by side with his teammate Rosberg through the last corner as well. He's going to pass us though. He's got DRS and the super soft tyre. Raikkonen's going to follow him through, as he's also got DRS. Hopefully we can tuck into the slipstream of the pair of them. Raikkonen's having a go at Rosberg down into turn 2. We're going to have a look on the inside, and we're just about getting through. A little bit of contact with Rosberg, but we have actually made it stick, and we've passed Rosberg and Raikkonen. Lap 27 of 36, Max Verstappen out of the race with engine failure, and the safety car is deployed. We've got to slow down a bit, as we're being told our delta is too high. And we get into the delta range. Lap 30. And we are back underway. I was caught napping a little bit, to be honest. We've got lap traffic in the way as well. We are on the super soft. There you go, button slowed down. Sebastian Vettel on the apex of turn 1. We're going to have a look down the inside, squeeze along the grass, and we are up into 7th position. As Vettel's running to the back of us, a bit of his front wings flown off, as you can see. And yeah, luckily we get away with that. Final lap of the race. We've caught up to Rosberg, but we've got a lapped Haryanto behind us, trying to unlap himself. We're going to have DRS on Nico Rosberg. We are on quite badly worn super softs.
This is your final lap of the race.
Down the inside into turn 3. We've locked up the right front, slid wide, and Rosberg gets back through. We're back down to 7th place, unfortunately. Front end starting to wash wide. But we are running out of pace, running out of grip, and running out of laps, as this is the final lap. Daniel Ricciardo crosses the line to win the race. We lock up again going into the final corner, but we are going to cross the line in 7th position, 2 places down from our start position, but given the fact that we were sideways and very nearly in the barrier at one point, I'm very happy to have the 7th.
Brilliant stuff from Red Bull today. What a
rather
superb
weird looking
victory.
Christian Horner.
And I have to
There's
wonder,
a very
Anthony
happy
Davidson,
Daniel
just
Ricciardo.
what set them apart from the competition here.
I think we'll chalk this one up to a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you end up winning the race. It was great to watch as
My
well.
teammate has just driven into the pits without a head
Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
in the background.
Well, this is it. This is where they all want to be.
And what
Here
an
come the top
interesting
three then,
Austrian Grand
out onto
Prix
the
podium.
after a fascinating
Daniel
Grand
Ricciardo
Prix.
Daniel Kvyat and Sergio Perez on the podium. I've got to say, I do love the random podiums that we seem to get in this game. It's not just always the top 3, as in 2 Mercs up top with somebody else. There's your standings for the race. Hulkenberg was 4th, Raikkonen was 5th, Rosberg was 6th. Palmer finished 15th. Verstappen and Hamilton out of the race. Button finished last of the classified runners.
Here's how things look in the driver's table.
Raikkonen up to 2nd, Ricciardo up to 4th.
And their advantage at the top has been reduced. Now then,
Kvyat, Hulkenberg and Perez up places.
I think I'm going to give it to Daniel Ricciardo. He's come through the field so well today, you know. Well deserved.
Bit of a
and here's how things are shaping up in the constructors'
spicy race, that one. Hope you enjoyed it. We're up to 13th in the Drivers' Championship and up to 7th in the Constructors. I hope you enjoyed this race. Next time out will be the British Grand Prix. Join us for qualifying live stream and the race after that, and the Race Department League, which should be up next Tuesday. See you soon.